Now we write edit functionality. Okay, in the edit servlet, we go to edit servlet and we write we will get the ID in the get method. Okay, so there should be an ID here. Integer ID is equal to 0. Okay, integer ID is equal to 0, and if we click this plus sign, we will see two functions. One is get and other is post. We will collect the ID in the get method. Okay, ID in the get method. We will comment this and we have ID is equal to integer dot parse int request dot get parameter ID. Request dot get parameter ID, and integer dot parse int request dot get parameter ID. It says symbol ID. ID is inside. Okay, ID is outside this. ID should be outside this here. Okay, class variable integer ID is equal to 0. In the do post, we should have a display function string display integer ID. Okay, this function should be outside this function. Okay, so string display integer ID. We will pass the ID to this display function and we will put the try and catch block. Catch exception E, and we should this should be string. Okay, return str. We should have here this, and after this we should have return str. What is str? Str we will string str is equal to empty, and in the try block we have db, d is equal to new db connection, con is equal to new db dot get con, and we have statement st is equal to con dot create statement this will create the statement, and here again we should have imported java dot import java dot sql dot out. Okay, now java dot sql dot all we have imported the class, but db dot non-static method get con cannot be referenced from the static context. This is public static get on. Okay, we have db dot get con. Inside the view we have this inside the view we have display dbcon get con function, and get con function is db and get con throws get con function. So we have in the edit okay, we can create the class or we can use the db here also. Okay, this is not a good method, but we have right now we have not enough time, but this should be included in a separate class, and that class should be available to all. Okay, so get con should be there. We should copy this. Okay, this is not a good method. Okay, this is very bad programming, but right now we have not created the class. Okay, So we will just call db.getCon to speed up the process, right? We will call here db.con and now we should have import classes, print writer, exception, connection, SQL connection, import classes. Okay, so these classes will be imported. Okay, now we have this, and we should have this is working. Now it should not give any error. Okay, so it is gone. Now we come to the point that we should display the record. Okay, so we have result set rs is equal to st dot execute query, and the query is select star from m where id is equal to this id. id is equal to id. We will pass the id, right? We have the id and we will use this. Okay, this is the statement to get the record. We have the record. We move to next. rs dot next. Okay, rs dot next, and we should now create a string and string str is equal to this, and str plus equal to form. There should be form action is equal to update. Okay, method is equal to post. Okay, this is the form, and we should create str plus equal to name and input. Type is equal to text. Name is equal to name. Value is equal to this, and we should have this double quotes, and we should have double plus, and inside this we should have rs dot get string name. Okay, get string name, and after this we should close this. Okay, there is dr, and after this str plus equal to email is input. Type is equal to text. Name is equal to email. Value is equal to value is equal to plus plus and rs dot get string email. Okay, and there is, now we have str plus equal to br input type submit. Type is equal to submit. Submit this form. Value is equal to update. Value is equal to update, and we should call this, close this, and we have another hidden value. We should pass the hidden value to the function, hidden value to update servlet. Okay, str plus equal to, this is input, type is equal to hidden, type is equal to hidden, name is equal to id, value is equal to this double quotes and plus plus and id. Okay, value is equal to id. This is our string. Okay, it is saying string is already defined. Okay, let's string is already defined, so we should have this, and we should close okay, we should close semicolon, and here we have semicolon. Okay, now str will be returned to the now we should close the st dot close, and we should close the con dot close. We should close this. Now we have edit function, and now we will have update function.